There he is. Look, it's Biff.
Biff? Doc? Wait! I need to talk to you.
Ah, poor Marty. I feel so bad for him in this episode. He's just lost in this timeline that he doesn't recognize. But if we go over here, we can talk to Biff. I think he's over here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Biff.
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program, and I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Sorry?
A re-education program? What the hell?
Oh, please, don't swear, Martin. It makes me uncomfortable.
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ha! Doc. Yeah, that should be his new nickname. But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
Oh, you got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy guy. But fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be a real bad apple. A real butt.
You, a butthead? No.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble. What with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. You pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
I want to know more about Citizen Plus.
And I just can't wait to tell you all about it. Did I mention the swell digital watch you get with the program?
You said you get some sort of watch.
Oh, it's a real classy deal. Just look at this state-of-the-art ticker. It's got all sorts of special modes programmed in. I still haven't figured out how to set the time, but I'm sure a smart guy like you could do it no problem.
What do you got to do to be a Citizen Plus?
It starts with an application. They take a complete medical evaluation and give you a stack of contracts to fill out.
It sounds boring already.
But then you get an appointment with Citizen Brown. In about 2 years.
2 years?
He's very busy keeping Hill Valley running. I mean, the only time he deviates from his schedule is when some Looney Tune is running around racking up demerits. Fortunately, that almost never happens.
It's voluntary, right?
Sure, for the pilot program, but eventually it will be mandatory for everybody.
Mandatory? Are you nuts?
Nah, I used to be nuts. Now, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, I'm probably the sanest guy in Hill Valley.
So what's the point of Citizen Plus?
Well, it may not be as noticeable for an upstanding citizen like yourself, but the hypnotherapy sessions help to tame the urges to break the rules.
Whoa. Hypnotherapy?
Well, sure, Mark.
See, they brainwash people. Pretty much.
Obedience? This is some kind of brainwashing?
Well, that's a good way to think about it. Scrubbing all those nasty thoughts right out of your noggin.
Okay, let's stop talking about Citizen Plus right now.
Oh?
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought.
Ah, poor Biff. I actually feel sorry for him for once.
Used to be a real bruiser.
That's all behind me.
So what? You wouldn't even defend yourself?
I don't know if I could, actually.
Wuss.
Oh, you're just aching to find out, though.
Ugh.
Don't torment me.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past, but all right. If it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that, but yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley.
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch them sooner or later.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dog fights, were you?
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park. In fact, I'm ashamed to say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
So there's no dogs in Hill Valley anymore?
Yep, Citizen Edna says they carry diseases and steal shit.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a second. Looking at my phone a minute. Alright.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
Let's...
See you later, Biff.
Bye.
And there's Jennifer.
What's Jen up to now?
So we're gonna follow her.
Jennifer! Jen!
You got a problem?
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
She won't, like,
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
she won't, like, listen to you, so you just gotta, like, leave and... And then your mom will come by and...
Look out, son!
Mom?
So go talk to her. Trying to remember where she is. Okay. There she is.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
That's a reference to
Sorry,
dialogue
I
from the
just
other
don't-
movies.
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
What's with the golf cart, Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown
Timesheets.
always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Yeah, sure.
So you can get in the golf cart.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Alright, and here's the McFly house. You can see it still looks pretty much the same. Except for the security cameras.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Mrs. Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah, Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
But yeah, there's George McFly, and he's in charge of security cameras, so you can go and talk to him. You want to give him Lorraine's timesheet.
What's that, Off? Move along.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
My dad's a snoop? Is this your job, or do you, do it for kicks?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family.
Oh yeah, that's another
There
thing,
she
dystopian.
is,
Collective
polishing the
punishment.
statue in the park.
A thing that
Just
I
like
am
the scheduled dates.
very
Hot
strongly
and
against,
everything's
and have
fine.
gone on more than one rant about
How was she
online
when you
before.
spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Um,
What are you getting at? Jeez, I'm not gonna rap.
and,
Even if
but
she
that's all
is-
I'm gonna say about it right now.
Know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good. Something on your mind?
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
So you can,
Is that what you were trying to hide from me when I showed up?
This? This is, I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
I don't believe it.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our
so yeah,
municipality.
Edna married
What?
Emmett Brown.
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast
Oh, also you'll notice a little peanut brittle box next to George.
struck by lightning.
If you get that reference, then you know a lot about Back to the Future.
Citizen Brown's about to give
I'm sorry I'm not talking about as much in this part. It's really hard to talk when it's mostly interactive,
people
like
can't stand
point
what
and
the
click,
Browns
like
have
I
done to
said in the
Hill Valley.
earlier parts.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my
There's a
public
typo,
service,
these
but then
problem.
again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Hey, demerit.
Now, first we're gonna go pick up this guitar here.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Come on, Dad. I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because a certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
See, a bit of brilliance there. Okay.
Demerit, Nathan. Good on you, I think.
Let's head back to
Trust the guy with less than 1,000.
the middle of town if I can find the... These controls are so terrible. Okay.